Subscribe to the channel, and comment down below saying I subscribe to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to History Rewind. Fast food refers to food that is easily and quickly prepared. However, it refers mainly to the food that is prepared from pre-cooked or preheated ingredients, then packed and sold in stores or restaurants. In 1951, the word fast food was first introduced in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. There are a few things more central to a culture than what we eat, and over time, a handful of influential restaurants have inspired a significant shift in how we eat. Here are the 10 revolutionary fast food restaurants. Number 1. Parker's Restaurant, Boston. Now part of the Omni Parker House Hotel, Parker's Restaurant is a surviving 19th century eatery that helped define our conception of old school fine dining, with white tablecloths, crystal chandeliers, button-down waiters, and lobster bibs. It's also credited with inventing what later became Massachusetts' official state dessert, the Boston cream pie, as well as the term scrod for whitefish and the crisp on the outside, fluffy on the inside Parker House rolls most Americans know today. It also had a storied roster of celebrity patrons and employees, spanning from Ralph Waldo Emerson and Ho Chi Minh to Malcolm X and Emeril Lagasse. Number 2. Delmonico's, New York.
We are in front of Delmonico's, America's oldest restaurant, also America's oldest steakhouse.
This restaurant was opened in 1837. Author Paul Friedman's social history book, 10 Restaurants That Changed America, begins with Delmonico's, an eatery that elevated dining out in America to new heights of service and formality. Reportedly the first eatery to even call itself a restaurant, Delmonico's also originated many popular American dishes including Eggs Benedict, Chicken a la King, Wedge Salad, and Lobster Newburg. Over the years, it has hosted such icons as Mark Twain, Abraham Lincoln, Nikola Tesla, and Oscar Wilde. Number 3. Antoine's, New Orleans.
I am the great-granddaughter of Antoine, 4th generation.
This restaurant was opened in 1840, calling itself the nation's oldest family-run restaurant. Antoine's is the restaurant that put New Orleans on the culinary map, as well as being the birthplace of famous dishes like Oysters Rockefeller and Pompano El Papalote. Antoine's and other nationally acclaimed restaurants that followed in its wake helped New Orleans French Creole cooking retain its identity compared to other American locales, and survive as our nation's best-preserved regional cuisine. Number 4. Kraft, Boston. This restaurant was opened in 1898. This lone candy store soda fountain quickly expanded to a chain comprising 22 locations by 1923 and 42 by 1934. Schraft's innovation was in everyday accessibility and catering to women in front of and behind the lunch counter. They were one of the first restaurants to employ female managers and target single female customers as well as men. Unfortunately, Schraft's locations had trouble evading the stereotype of a woman's restaurant, despite devotees like James Beard and Harry Truman, and the chain ceased to exist by the 1980s. Number 5. Mama Leone's, New York. This restaurant was opened in 1906. Initially located in a 20-chair living room, Mama Leone's grew to 11 dining rooms with more than 1,000 seats and helped define the default Italian-American eateries, raucous, belly-stuffing, red checker tablecloth atmosphere during its nearly century-long run. Before shutting its doors in 1994, their signature dishes like spicy baked clams and absurd portions of spaghetti and meatballs were known to attract history-making celebrities such as Presidents Truman and Eisenhower, Liberace, and Joe Namath. Number 6. Joe's Stone Crab, Miami Beach, Florida.
Joe's Stone Crab in Miami Beach opens its doors for its 106th year.
This restaurant was opened in 1913. Joe's Stone Crab was the only restaurant on Miami Beach when it first opened, and it would prove foundational both to the developing city's culinary scene and the popularity of its titular specialty. Florida stone crabs weren't even considered edible until 1921, when a Harvard ichthyologist visiting for research brought in a burlap sack full of them and experimented with owner Joseph Weiss to find the perfect preparation for them, chilled and cracked with hash browns, coleslaw, and mayonnaise. The restaurant today still plays a major part in the stone crab trade as a whole, financing crabbers' livings and guiding wholesale prices. Number 7. White Castle, Wichita, Kansas.
If you've ever eaten a hamburger at a fast food restaurant, White Castle deserves at least some of the credit.
This restaurant was opened in 1921. Lewis's Lunch may lay claim to inventing the hamburger and Howard Johnson popularized roadside convenience, but it was White Castle that put them together to create the prototype for American fast food. When the first location opened, ground beef patties were considered undesirable due to well-publicized sanitation problems in the meatpacking industry, so founders Billy Ingram and Walter Anderson countered the perception by grinding the meat in customers' view and employing sterile stainless steel decor. They also developed a prep system to ensure uniformity in every burger and a building style that made every White Castle location part of a recognizable brand. Number 8. Howard Johnson's, Quincy, Massachusetts. This restaurant was opened in 1925. Before it evolved into a hotel company, Howard Johnson's was America's largest restaurant chain with more than 1,000 locations in the 1970s. It was started as a beachside stand in the mid-20s, selling owner Howard Johnson's signature ice cream, which doubled the standard butterfat content and boasted a then remarkable consistency in its taste. That consistency turned out to be key as Howard Johnson proliferated throughout the states and set the template for other fast food franchises in its wake, establishing locations locations at major intersections and highway exits that could appeal to families and travelers just looking for something predictable and familiar. Number 9. Le Pavilion, New York. This restaurant was opened in 1939. Originally a feature of the 1939 World's Fair, this restaurant formally opened in 1941 and closed just 30 years later. Shortly after the death of founder Henry Soule, despite a fair share of kitchen drama during that time, Le Pavilion was then the nation's most prestigious restaurant, which made high-end cuisine more or less synonymous with French cooking. Number 10. McDonald's, San Bernardino, California. This restaurant was opened in 1940. Though McDonald's mostly followed the model of White Castle and other fast food franchises in its early days, the ubiquitous burger chain's contribution to America's eating habit arrived in the 70s in the form of supersizing. To boost sales, company director David Wallerstein decided the chain should start selling larger fry sizes, inducing customers to eat more without the guilt of a double order. This marketing tactic helped McDonald's survive the 70s economic slump, but also led to increasing portion sizes and worsening health, with the large size of fries and drinks from yesteryear becoming today's small. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.